All right, welcome back to the Beast Gang podcast. And today we're talking about Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So, Sonic 1 came out early 2020, I believe right before the pandemic started. This one picks up where the first film left off. Approach similar to some of those older Smurfs movies where it's live action and CG. Well, the first movie had a big uproar about how Sonic looked, and then they went back, redid the CG to make Sonic look more like Sonic from the games. Jim Carrey's character was sent off to the Mushroom Planet, basically can't come back to Earth. At the end of the first movie, he's trying to figure out how he can do that. So this movie opens up with him figuring out a way to open up a portal to get back to Earth. He fights off some characters. Knuckles appear. He and Knuckles kind of have a standoff, come to an agreement because they both don't like Sonic. Choose to Sonic, small action sequence where he's trying to stop this crime from happening. We're stealing a truck or something. He stops that, but he does it the most haphazard way. Sonic is living with James Marsden's character, Tom, and Tika Sumpter. At the beginning of this movie, they don't really have anything for those two characters to do, so they send them off on Tika Sumpter's sister is getting married, and she's getting married to somebody that's kind of like a super jock idiot. He's harassing Tom. So that just sets up, again, something for them to do. Dr. Robotnik and Knuckles find Sonic. Sonic and Knuckles have their first face-off. That Knuckles is doing this because the echidnas, his animal race, was attacked by the owls, and they've been mortal enemies for hundreds of years, and they both come from the same planet. So he's out to get anyone that was associated with the owls, because in the first movie, which was just like very not well explained, but Sonic had an adopted mother who was an owl. Beginning of the first movie, she dies, and then sends Sonic off through a portal. He winds up in Earth, Green Hills, Montana. Core of this movie is, again, Dr. Robotnik links up with his lackey, Agent Stone, who was played by Lee Majdoub, again, teaming up with Knuckles to get Sonic. Eventually, Tails appears, which is something that was asked for in the first movie, but the first movie was presented much better and has much more of a longer lasting impact than this movie had. Idris Elba plays Knuckles. I don't like the voice, but it's okay. And then Tails, who was played by Colleen O'Shaughnessy, she was fine. Sounds like it's from any other iteration of Sonic. Jim Carrey, I think he said that he wants to retire, but this movie made tons of money, and I doubt that happens. All I have to do is just say, like, hey, well, we just opened one of the largest weekends before the pandemic and after the pandemic. Again, there wasn't too much for James Marsden and Tika Sumpter's character to do, but I think the story with this one, other than introducing Knuckles and Sonic, I don't see where they can go from here. There's really not much else, again, beyond some of these characters. Because, again, in the video game history for Sonic, which hasn't gone so well, anyone that is not Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Robotnik, no one else matters. 2006, 2005 Sonic game introduced some realistic human stuff that didn't go well. A lot of the other Sega games where they introduced some unnecessary side characters for Sonic never went well. So there's really not too much else to go to. I know they're going to make a third one, but believe that the first one is the best movie. This one is okay. It's not terrible. It's watchable. It's better than most of the generic garbage that has come out as far as kids' movies, things like that. But I would just say that, again, I don't see where they can go from here. You introduce the primary characters for Sonic. That's it. So I'm going to give this one a 6.5. It is an okay movie. It's slightly better than okay. But it's not a great movie. I think I gave the first one an 8, which deserved it. It was surprising. And again, in the arc of Sonic, as far as games go and as far as live action stuff goes, Sonic has never turned out well. But that first movie was surprising. This one is just, yeah, it's okay. It's good. But should you be going out to the theaters? Maybe not. Probably just wait for it to hit streaming at some point. That's the Beast Game Podcast.